Hey Student Success, welcome to week 8. We are done. This is your last week of the semester. I know week 3 is showing right here. There's a reason for that in just a moment, but we've made it. And so this video, I want to talk about a couple quick things on the very top, just things coming up, make sure that you're aware, take advantage of, and then I'm going to hop into your first assignment. So the first thing I want to do is remind you, maybe for the first time, kind of maybe saw this coming, that week 3 is going to be open Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday of week 8. So depending on when you're watching this, because the week 8 did open early, it opened on a Friday because our course ends on a Friday. So that's the big reminder, is that week 8 does not follow the normal Monday to Sunday formula like the other weeks did. This is going Friday to Friday. Our class ends Friday, July 25th. So we need to make sure we have everything in by then. So weeks 1 and 2 were already previously open for you to take advantage of to make up work from earlier in the semester. Week 3 is opening this Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday for anyone to need to make work up from that 3rd week of the semester. All right, so scrolling down, week 8, this is new to me as well. There's 2 new assignments in here that have never been taught in this course before. So I just kind of wanted to put that out there because one of the videos is going to be a little different. But you have 3 assignments this week. So you have a registration assignment, which I'm going to cover in this video you're watching right now. And then these 2 assignments, the AI assignment and the AI journal, these are going to be in the week 8 video. Week 8 video folder, you're going to see AI assignment video. Now, the reason it's going to be different is because I did not record this video. So this is not me. This is the coordinator of the course who oversees all, like 100 sections of these. So she created these assignments. So she did a video using Zoom to walk you through them. And so because she created them, I just decided to use her video. It is a little longer. It's about 17 minutes long. But her pacing kind of goes nice and steady because some people are not familiar with AI, and this is asking you to go in and read some things. It's asking you to create a post and an image inside AI, and then you're going to post it in the discussion board. So essentially, both of the assignments for the AI, you can see this right here, the artificial intelligence versus academic integrity, is going to end in the discussion board. It's going to tell you hey, you got to read an article first, and then in your post, you're going to respond to these 4 questions. And then of course, like normal, you're going to respond to 2 classmates. And then the second assignment is called Portraits of a Student assignment. This is the journal one that is, let me go back up here. That's what this is referring to, the AI journal. You're going to follow the directions. They have it here in a Word doc, and Dr. Revlock talks about it in her post, or in her video, I should say. The work you're going to do is eventually going to be also plugged into discussion board. So you're doing 2 discussion posts this week, but there's work you have to do before the discussion boards in order to be able to post them. And then like normal, go ahead and respond to 2 classmates inside each forum. So same thing, you've had this several weeks ago. You have 2 forums. You have to post original responses in both. Attendance post is due Wednesday, and then respond to 2 classmates by Friday. Remember, our class ends on a Friday. So same kind of guidelines, just the date has shifted up. So if you have any other questions though on those AI assignments, feel free to reach out. Just make sure you do check out the video first and check out the assignment file, just so that you're getting all the information. And then if it's still not clear, then go ahead and feel free to reach out to me. All right, so for this video's purpose, I'm going to go over the registration assignment. This is also due on Friday. Again, everything is due Friday because the class is ending Friday. So you're going to go ahead and pull up the schedule planning form. It's going to be a PDF that you can type in. So you're just going to go ahead and make sure you put your name. I'm recording this a little earlier in July, so that's there. What you're going to do essentially is create a working schedule for fall. Now, good news is if you're already scheduled for fall semester, your work is mostly done for you. All you have to do is go ahead and plug in your schedule. And I'm going to show you what each of these, what they stand for, I guess, or, just clarify what it is that we're looking for in each of these areas. So if you're already scheduled for fall, just plug in this table here. If you haven't scheduled for fall, the excuse of, well, I don't know what classes I'm taking doesn't really fit here, because that's the whole point of this assignment, is to make you think about what classes you're going to take. And it's mostly an exercise in trying to understand the resources and how to use these different things as it relates to scheduling here. Now, if you don't end up using the schedule that you create on this form, guess what? I'm never going to know. It's, like I said, it's an exercise in making sure that you just know where this information is. And you do not have to fill this whole thing out. If you only want to put one class down because you might only be taking one class this fall, that's totally fine. If you think you're going to take 5 classes, fill up 5 rows. Whatever is going to fit your particular needs, okay? So again, you're working on a potential schedule for fall. I say potential because it does not have to be the one. You're not locking yourself in. And again, it's just an exercise in making you think what classes you want to take. So saying, I don't know what I want to take, is kind of defeating the whole purpose. Where do you get this information? Well, if you recall, a few weeks ago, you did have to submit your map page. So that is one particular resource you could use. So this is what your map page looks like. If you remember that, hopefully you still have it on your device somewhere. Or remember, in My SSC, you simply just go to map and you pull it up there. So you can certainly use this. I am using a business admin, major as my example. So I can also go to the home page and go under academics and go under, I'm just going to kind of stick with business, and I'm going to scroll to the bottom of the page, and I'm just going to click on business management for right now. I'm going to pull up courses and then this PDF right here, and you're going to see this has some similar information to the map page. It's just in a different format. It doesn't have like links you can click on, and it doesn't necessarily have like obviously the classes you've taken, in progress, need to take. It's just a kind of general, anyone who's going into this major can see this. So those are one of the 2 places you can use, your map page or this. So how do you go about finding like all the information? When you're in My SSC and you scroll down, we can go to Student Tools, and I'm going to go to Register for Classes. I could also go down here to My Stuff and Register for Classes. Doesn't matter, either place is going to take you there. I'm going to click on Register for Classes, even though I'm not registering, because I'm going to click on Browse. All right, I'm going to select Fall from my drop down, and for my subject, a subject is a 3-letter abbreviation. So in your pages, BUS, MGT, MKT, ITD, MTH, that's your subject, your 3-letter abbreviation. So I'm going to put, that in, and then I'm looking at Business 121. That's the course number, the 3-digit number. Now I get back my results of all the possible offerings of that particular class. So I'm going to go ahead and start filling in this. My subject was BUS. My number was 121. And then when I look here, let's just say I want to take an in-person class. So I'm going to expand just so I can see. There's online only classes, and then I come down here and there's some classes on main campus, Akron campus. These are CCP classes. So let's just say I want to take this one right here. It's Tuesday, Thursdays, 9 to 10:15. So I'm going to put Tuesday, Thursday, 9 to 10:15. I already established it's on main campus. Now, I don't have these 2 pieces of information yet. Let me look real quick. So this is a 3-credit-hour course. It tells me right here. And then I was looking at this one right here. The CRN is this number right here, the 5-digit number. That's what I'm going to plug in right here. 3 credit. Okay, so that's how I fill this out. Now, if I were looking at a class that were online, I could just simply over here type in the word online, or I could just put in web, or I can put in like NA because it's an online class. Now I know the kind of classes that I'm going to take. I keep going through, and I can kind of head back here, and I can look at fall again, and maybe I need to take like a marketing class or management class, business management, and I can just hit search. I don't have to have this little number. I can look to see all of the different classes with that particular abbreviation, just like I could do if I did EDU, MTH, and so on. So that's what I'm going to fill in on this registration assignment. And then once I'm done, I'm just going to make sure I save it. From here, I always like to just usually go to print and tell it to print as a PDF and then I save it. Or you can take a screenshot if you need to do it that way. And I'm going to upload it into Brightspace. So that's your registration assignment. So again, as a recap for this final week of the semester, please take advantage of week 3 reopening if you need to make up any work from earlier in the semester. Please make sure you complete this registration assignment, and then please complete both AI assignments that culminate in discussion board posts. If you have any questions on any of these 3 assignments, please reach out and let me know. I also just want to thank you all for a great semester. This was a larger class. We had about 50 or so of you in here, so I appreciate the interaction, the participation. A lot of you were just like right on it all the time, and so that makes the summer semester go so much smoother. I just want to also tell you that if you ever need anything, feel free to reach out. I'm here, online the rest of the summer. I'm back on campus in the fall, so please reach out if you ever need anything. I hope this class helped you learn Brightspace a little bit more, online learning in general, and that you feel comfortable heading into the fall semester with a little bit of experience with Brightspace. Again, have a great rest of the semester, and I hope to see you maybe online or on campus. Bye.